So hello and welcome to this new video. I'm going to show you how you can basically add TLS certificate to your domain. Okay, we are going to do it using Let's Encrypt because it's free. I mean, your certificate going to have I think 90 days validation, and then you can just renew them after 90 days. Like you have to renew them after each 90 days. That's the downside of Let's Encrypt. But yeah, it's okay. You can just set up a cron task to do this. Okay. So basically, we are going to set up a Squid proxy server so to test it and make sure everything is working. If you have time to do this, but let's install the certificate first. So for this matter, I created a VPS, and I also bought a domain. So my domain is arbitrage-scanner.xyz. You can see that I have already set up some subdomain. So that's like www.arbitrage-scanner.yz, ip2.proxy, and many others. So on my VPS, I have like 3 IP. I own 3 IP, like I have 3 network interfaces. I think this is the default one, the default gateway. Let's say like that. And you can see each subdomain is pointing to certain IP. So to test that, like, because once you set up your subdomain, you need to make sure you have already been broadcast to like the internet, basically. So let's go and do a dig, like to this IP1. That's one of my subdomain. Bam. So you can see that it's pointing to this IP, ended by 166. This is one. You see, this is one. So that's on the domain, and domain is already is already broadcasting to the internet because the DNS translation is working perfectly. All right, nice. So the next step we are going to do, I already put everything here, is to install setbot. Okay. So once you install setbot, you can now you can now use setbot command to create the certificate that is related to your domain. Okay, so you can use this command. Okay, and here you will call standalone, and then basically standalone is the one I'm going to explain it later. You're going to basically create a small web server on your machine, and to do the DNS translation to verify actually if you own the domain. Okay, because if you own the domain, he's going to send a request to your domain that are going to target the server that you own on machine. Okay, but anyway, you do this standalone -d, and here you specify all your domain that you have that you want to add TLS on. Okay, so basically that's what you did. You also have this option that you can use, like this store, so you can basically we add TLS for all your subdomain. Okay, but I think you have to add some specific parameters. I don't know how to do it right now, so I will just go with the simple version of it. So just add all your subdomain. So here my subdomain is API, this one, this one, this one, and this one. I mean, this is the main domain. But anyway, so after you do this, you're going to create an directory, and I think the directory name will be the name of the first domain that you have specified. Okay, so I'm going to show you where is my server. Here is it. So you have to go to etc let's encrypt /live, etc/let's encrypt /live, and if I do TLS, you see it used the first domain I specified to create the name of the directory. Okay, and inside this directory, then you have the certificate will be installed. Basically that's it. Now let's say you have a new domain that you and you want to create how to say um, you want to add a new subdomain or even a new domain to your certificate or the certificate. So what you do is you don't have you have to reuse the same command, okay, with all the previous or all the whole domain, and then add your new domain here. So let's give a name. Maybe it's gonna be new arbitrage blah 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 xyz. Okay, so you have to do it like this, because if you don't do it like this, and if you just specify let's remove all this, you just specify this one, basically it's gonna erase all the other domain. Okay, so you have to add the other one, and then I think it would for this one it will create a new certificate, and we still add the certificate to the on the other domain, but I think it will be renew. Yeah, it will be renew or something. If you don't want to renew the certificate, you can use this command. I have it with ChatGPT here. Expand. Okay, so expand is like you can use expand to test it, but you are adding a new domain to an existing certificate. Okay, so pretty easy. Or you can also use cert name to specifically target a certificate by its name. So okay, so you have option. You can use either expand or you can use cert name to target certificate by its name. Okay, since the name of our certificate is API, but this one we will just do set both, set only, standalone, and then we will add a cert name, and then we will add the name of our certificate, which is API this API arbitrage scanner dot xyz. So basically that's it. Okay, so now if you want to make sure that the certificate have been installed, you just do like this, bam. So you can see that then the certificate name is this one, that's the serial number, and that's the domain that have been, like, how to say, that have been added on, like TLS have been added for those domain. Okay, so you can use basically HTTPS for those specific domain here. Okay, and this is the certificate path, and this is the private key path. Okay, so when a client trying to access those domain from, for example, the browser or anything, they're going to like handshake and do all that stuff. So they're going to use this certificate and private key to do all those process. Okay, so basically the certificate is already added on my machine. Yeah. Okay, next step, if you can add the for test all those things, we can add the Squid. Where's Squid? Yeah, so you can install Squid. Squid is a proxy server. That's what I found. I used ChatGPT to find it. So you can install Squid. I already did it. You can do it with this command. You have to do apt update and then apt install -y Squid. Then Squid going to be installed in the server. Then you have to edit the like you go to etc/squid and you will see the config page, and then I think you have to edit this file here. Nano Squid. Yeah, so I already did it. I did a lot of stuff here for the redirection, because when I was sending a request to a certain IP, like certain proxy, this one we're using as gateway all the time, but I have to do some redirection to other IP. Okay, so basically that's what I did here. And alright, so this is my configuration of Squid. So basically those one doesn't use HTTP. They are open on 3128 ports. So for Squid, this is the part that requires the like that is setting up the notification. Okay, so you need password to access the proxy, okay, to use the proxy. So the password is here on etc squid dot password, etc slash squid slash password, and you have also ACL authentication. I don't know everything here, so it's basically I don't know everything here. So this is the most important part here I can show you. So this is the HTTPS, where you can basically add the certification. Okay, so that's what is enable the TLS on the proxy IP. So basically I can use for example any of those domain to access my proxy, okay, plus HTTPS. Okay, so the TLS have been added to them. Okay, so basically that's it. Now if you want to set up a password for your Squid server, it could also be used with NGIS or Apache or anything. You can install Apache 2 utilities. Okay, once you install it, you can use this command ht password -c, and then you do this, and here you specify the user, and then it's going to ask you to add the password. For example, let's try with this one. You see, so you're going to me ask here, I'm gonna ask this, and bam, the password is going to be added. But one thing is, this is going to rewrite your password. Like, for example, let's go to this. Let's go here. Okay, see here. Let's do cat pass. Yeah, so you can see that I have only one password. If I do it again, let's say I use test. Okay, test, bam, and I do cat. You see, the password have been rewrite, and that's not something you don't want. Sometimes you can to add a new password, like without deleting the old user, just remove the C, and let's put test2, bam, let's do cat again, and bam, you can see that we have two passwords that we can use. Okay, so to use your proxy, for example, yeah, this is my proxy here, arbitrary scanner, blah blah blah, if config on HTLS. For HTLS, proxy on HTLS work mostly like the default IP is 3129. Okay, so it's different from 28. So you can see it, and this is the password. The password is different because here it doesn't use normal ASCII character, so you have to convert it to a certain character before it can be used. You can ask ChatGPT for this one. Okay, that's it. That was the video. Apart from that, I don't have nothing to show. So that was set up Squid with HTLS. Add HTLS on your Squid proxy. The video is a bit messy, but yeah, I will try to make another one to make it proper. Thank you.